listening to Cashin Up with Big Wig LTD.
Big Wig.
What up? It's the Whale Scale Big Wig, all about his business, you know what I'm saying? The Fat Cat, aka the Reno Ace. And I'm sitting here with my guest, xorikka, the Hot Fox, your local yogi. What's good with you, girl? How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you today?
Fucking phenomenal. Amazing. I feel great.
I'm happy to be here once again.
Yeah, Thanks for coming back.
Of course.
Love that. Give me a little update since we last spoke, since we last had a great time.
Since we last spoke, let's see, that was about a couple hours ago. But no, since the last time I was here, there's been a lot going on.
Yeah.
December got a little dark, but was able to push through that and happy to learn my lessons continuously.
Yeah.
And
Leveling
here we are.
up.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Learning.
already February, so.
Yep. January was, I felt like January wasn't too fast, wasn't too slow. It was right about cool. I was pretty busy the whole time. I stay busy these days, you feel me?
Yeah.
Stay
Yeah.
on
So
it.
either way, time's going to fly as long as you're doing something.
Yeah, straight the fuck up. Let's see.
What have you been up to?
Shit, New Year's, we was in the studio making What's Love, you know what I'm saying? It's now streaming, by the way. Shout out to my guys, Treasy, City, Idle Hands on the Beat, Maddie B pulling up, Albie, you know what I'm saying? It was just a great time hanging out with those guys. And, I always hear this thing that I never really did, which was like, you do what you want to be doing for the whole year when you ring in the new year. And that kind of sets the tone, and I couldn't think of a better way.
It does. I was very intentional with my New Year's as well because
what were you doing?
You're setting the tone, I spent time with my best friend who flew in from Vegas, so I was very happy to see her, and then some of my other girls as well. We did end up going out, but we had the family time, we had the bonding time, and that's what I wanted to do more than anything. So I spent, Christmas with my family, and then was happy to do New Year's with my best friend, my extended family. So
nice. I don't talk to my family really. From childhood.
Fucking A.
Hey, but that's not a loss. That's a lesson, though.
There you go.
But yeah, let's see. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Well, it is Valentine, so I'm here to talk about love.
Yeah. Okay,
and really get into it, because I know you just dropped that song, which is a banger. I love it.
Oh, thank
you. I
very
really
much.
do. All of y'all.
Shout out Maddie B.
Yeah.
Shout out T Wiggles. Shout out City.
I listened to the last episode and heard that the beat had been, it was recorded or made like 5 years ago or something like that. And I was like, damn.
3 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maddie B wasn't feeling that. Because it was called Treasy 3.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
I thought that was funny. But no, y'all did good with that one.
Treasy did not use it. Well, I got him on it, obviously. But I was playing. Much love, Trees. So I think, in the spirit of the Valentine's Day theme, we could break down some bars from my verse because it's so fire.
I do love your verse.
So I ask, what's love? What's love to you? And I start off like, is it staying up late, cupcaking on the chase? You know what I mean?
Breaking down the bars. Mm-hmm. And you told me about the staying up late.
Comma. Cupcaking on the chase.
Yes.
Not just staying up late.
Explain that to me. Not the staying up late, the cupcaking on the chase.
Like you're telling a girl on the chase, you know what I mean? Take her down on the chase, as Treasy might say. You know what I'm saying? Is that love, I think it definitely could be.
Is that the chase, though?
It could be a... I think it's more of for me, it's more of like the furniture.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because do you cupcake when you're chasing a girl? I feel like you kind of caught her at that point.
If you're cupcaking, that's for sure.
So, and then like the next one, was it cupcaking on the chase or is it posting them on your page?
That ain't love.
Nah? You don't think so?
No. I think that you can post anyone on your page. Post anything, post anyone.
You can, yeah.
I think that's going to be up to...
That could be...
What you take into consideration. Right. If it matters to you or not.
Yeah. I think my...
So for me, the answer is no.
Yeah, I think it's kind of either it is or it isn't. It depends on, like you said, who you are.
But I like that in your verse, it's a question. Is it? Is it this or is it that?
Right. Posting them on your page, or is it what you do for them every single day? Right.
That's love.
That's love for sure.
That is love.
Because damn, I gotta take my kid to school every day. I love the shit out of her.
I relate. Yeah, taking my nephews and niece to school in the morning.
Mm-hmm. That's because I do not want to get up at 6 a.m.
No, I gotta be up anyway.
Right.
But see, the issue is I take them, and they're late, but then I'm on time to work.
Hey,
so it's a compromise there. So.
Right. So I go forward with, is it just the chase? Because maybe you a player, or maybe you like, how motherfuckers will like. My baby mama talk about time where she's just like, y'all motherfuckers just want to chase bitches, or whatever.
Yeah.
And you don't, once you catch them, you're like, okay, next. Next.
That's
chase.
when you know if it's love or not. So it's the chase. I mean, obviously the chase is going to be intriguing to anyone, right?
Right.
As soon as you reel someone in is when you're going to know, okay, is this what I want? Is this love? That's when you know.
Right. I think some people could just be in love with the chase. Like they don't care.
Oh yeah. That's true too. That's what it's about for them. Word up.
Is it just the chase, or is it the way their face makes you feel safe?
Love that.
Yeah.
That's love.
That's love for me.
That's love for sure.
I remember when I was on probation, like, I don't know, 7-8 years ago or something, for some weed, and like I didn't smoke weed for like 2 years or something, and I smoked weed, and I was with my baby mama, and I was like, you get hella paranoid.
Yes.
And she's like, it's okay, you're just here with me. I'm like, are you sure?
Oh, that is funny when you take a break.
Yeah.
See, for me, when I start getting paranoid, I'm just like, okay, let me smoke a little bit more, because then I'm just like so lit, it goes away.
Nice. Is the way their face makes you feel safe, or is it choosing to stay when it's easy to go? I think so. That's because I feel like love is like work.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, ultimately, when you're in a committed relationship, you love that person, but it takes more than love. So that right there, that's the next level of love,
right.
I think there's definitely levels. You can love somebody, but are you in love with them? And then aside from that verse right there, is it choosing to stay when it's easy?
Because you can.
To leave, to go. Exactly. But it's putting in that work. So I think that's another level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. And I think it's just like, it's like I think it's like, it's not like, you'll always have that like fiery ass first connection or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're in a long-term relationship, like 10 years and up, it's not going to be like that all the time.
Right.
And it's not that you don't love them or you're not in love anymore, but it's just like, you still got to work at it to stay in love, I think,
Yeah, and I think once you reach a certain level of comfort too, that's where you have to start working on it and being like, okay, is it just comfort for me? Is it love? You know what I mean? But what's more beautiful than being absolutely comfortable with somebody?
Right. But you don't want to, it's almost like like you get too comfortable and you're like, you don't even hear this person anymore when they're talking to you.
Yeah.
Like,
that's where you have to put in the work.
Right.
You don't want to be stagnant. No. That's rough because you're so comfortable that you no longer motivate one another. So
right. And is it leaving all your hoes? Because like, damn. Guys looking at me. I don't know. You know, bro. What do you think?
Leaving your hoes?
Do you leave your hoes on red?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm in a committed relationship, everyone gets cut off.
Right.
Right. And there's no explanation.
It
just goes.
So. It was real easy for me to do for that one.
You're like, okay, anyway.
So leaving all your hoes would be love, right? Because.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to commit to somebody, you're going to leave everybody else. That I would say yes. Right.
Leaving all your hoes because, is it, so here's another like difference angle where it's like, is it telling lies under starlit skies? Because, you're a player, you just like to play the game. So you're just like, I'll tell you whatever you want to hear.
It's like loving, but that's loving the game. But
that could just
that's a form of love too.
That's what you love.
Love with the game.
You love the game. You don't love
I'm in love
these
with
humans.
The game.
You know what I'm saying? You don't love these humans or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But what was it? Starlit skies, or is it when you finally say goodbye forever? I think that can definitely be love if you whether it's self-love, that this person is no longer doing what you need anymore.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you are not, you know, this ain't what you want, or, you know, you're not providing what they need.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you know, it's just better if I let you go.
Well, once you no longer serve a purpose for each other, I think that's where people stay in a relationship for such a long time before they're able to realize, okay, this no longer serves a purpose in my life, you know? And it sounds fucked up, but it's true. If you're not going to help someone along in their journey, then maybe it's time to
You gotta get back uncomfortable again. What was it? So finally say goodbye.
Damn,
forever.
how long is this verse? No.
16 bars. Is it how they rock your sweater, or how they're there through any weather?
I'd say yes.
Because, like, man, she building cute as fucking my sweater sometimes, you know?
Oh, yeah. I love stealing people's clothes. I'm like, thanks, that's mine now. So, yeah.
I saw that one reel where it was like, dude just got the sweater, and, like, he's like, yeah, you can't have this one. He's like, what the? And it's all gone. She already has it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it goes.
What's love? Is it back rubs in the bathtub?
For sure.
Is it the way that they hug?
Yeah.
Or as Albie said, the way they fuck. I
Yes.
think that contributes, yeah.
Those are all easy, like,
The way that they touch. Is it the light in their eyes? Or could it be how they live in this life? Yeah, what's love?
Yeah.
I think that all that stuff could contribute to what love is to someone. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
So, you know, go run out.
Light in
What's
the eyes
love?
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I see lights in your eyes right now. Nah, but yeah, I really like that verse a lot. It came to me. Shout out ChatGPT, a little assist. You know, they didn't help me rhyme or nothing, but I was just like, I hit like a fucking brick wall when I first thought of the concept. I'm like, no, this is too easy of a concept. I'm overthinking it.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, what are some questions I can ask? And I took like 2 of them and just wrote that. I like to drive around for like an hour or 2
Yeah.
if I'm writing. That's where I do most of my writing. Or I'll like just hop in the booth and do something.
Oh, okay,
you know?
yeah. Just clear your head. Going for a drive.
I went like the other night, I went like all around like Kings Row, like way up north on Kings Row, like some kind of by like Las Brisas way. And it was cool. Like those houses are just kind of inspirational sometimes, those big ass houses. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get up here. But yeah, so that said, what's love to xorikka?
Love is a feeling to me. There's not much of a question. Like, do I love this person? Do I not love this person? You know what I mean? So I think it's the unconditional act of kindness or commitment. But just knowing, like, mostly for me, it's unconditional. When you know that you love somebody and you're willing to be there for them, support them, like, regardless, and help them through whatever their struggles may be, and also know, like, when to give, you know, when it's time to give and when it's time to back off and whatnot. But
bite your tongue. Man, sometimes it's hard to bite your tongue.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, I've said some really mean things that I will not repeat right here.
And that's what happens, you know. But as you go along, if you continue that journey with the same person, or just with yourself, to be honest, you're gonna learn, like, okay, that didn't work out for me last time, so I'm gonna try something else.
Maybe I shouldn't call her names.
But it is, yeah. It's just a desire to want to be better. I think one for yourself, and then go and inspire other people to do the same thing. You know, because I don't think you can truly be. I think you can love someone, obviously, to an extent, but if you don't love yourself enough to really go through a moment of growth and kind of maybe low-key isolation, like take that moment to be like, what makes me happy? How can I be the best person that I can be? You know, then you're not really going to know how to support somebody else.
Facts.
In a relationship.
Facts. Yeah, I think that's important with loving someone else. You kind of do need that love for yourself first and that respect for yourself.
Yeah.
So that you can respect someone else and not be like a total like drag and just like a clingy bitch.
Yeah.
You know, we're just like
currently a clingy bitch. No. It's true.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that.
Yeah,
but that's exactly why it's like, okay, at least I can recognize this and like, you know, what do I want to do from here?
Right.
But more than anything, I would say that love, it's a feeling. It's more than words, you know?
For me, I think love is like actions and doing things that, you know, sticking to your word.
Yeah.
Being there. And, you know, just like, that's mostly what
It
it
is.
is for
It's the
me.
actions.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%. Really being able to back up like what it is that you're saying.
Yeah.
Because talk is cheap, baby.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's too much of it. That's why
Too
for
much.
me, I'm just like, just show me.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop talking and show me.
That's what homie Albie's like, look, bro, don't talk about that shit. Just do the shit.
Just be about it.
Yeah, just be about
Exactly.
it. You know what I mean?
And that's why I think it's the same thing for yourself when you're on that journey of self-love, you know. There's a lot of shit you talk about, a lot of shit you want to do. At least that's been the experience for me.
Right.
And then really getting into, okay, now I'm going to execute X, Y, and Z. Let's go. So
Nice. So, you've been taking some tests or what?
I did. Let me see. So good luck finding free tests online for love language. Found that out.
I'll try to tell you.
But I would say when it comes to love language, from what I know about myself, I would say the physical touch and acts of, what is it? Like,
Yeah, so how do you express your love language? What's your expressive love language?
so showing, you know, I like the gift giving, the presents, and then just like small acts of kindness, you know, and then physical touch. I love being all over my partner. So I'm like, if you have a problem with like PDA or expressing, like holding hands and
You like
whatnot in
PDA?
public, I'm just like, I'm
Would
like,
you take it to a CD place?
stop. I'm going to burst out in Doja Cat right now. But yeah, so I really like that. Just showing, you know, cupcaking. That's my thing for sure.
Yeah, I like cupcaking for sure. I ain't gonna stunt. I love these hoes, bro.
These hoes ain't loyal.
I love you know, the people that love me type shit.
Yeah. So I would say I need to complete a test. I would like to really actually know by the book what it is.
Yeah.
But I did take another test today, and this was an interesting one. Let me take a look.
Let's talk about it.
This was, so apparently I thought I was taking what my love language test was, but it was what your attachment style is. So mine is an anxious, preoccupied attachment style. I'm not surprised because of my rejection issues, if I'm being completely frank.
Sure.
But basically what this says, I'll give it a quick little overview.
Yeah.
You're an extremely empathetic person who's mastered the art of connecting with others on a deep and real level.
Yeah.
You may be a social butterfly or deeply value being in a long-term relationship. You're an expert at reading people and are the person your friends turn to when they need help. Yet, ironically, your relationships are often a huge source of the pain in your life. Because you have such an enormous desire for deep connections, losing the people close to you is one of your biggest fears. So blah, 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 blah. Basically, this makes you, or me in this case, makes me like attach to a person to where I want to make sure that I do whatever I can to make them happy because of the fear of losing that person. And what I've noticed for me is that that's in relationships with friends. That can be in a relationship, you know, in a romantic partner and whatnot. Prior to taking this test, I had an idea that was, you know, something that I struggled with.
Right.
But I thought it was interesting to go through it. And then to not even know that I'm taking like an attachment style test. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that sounds about right. But that, again, to me, just speaks to the things like, okay, well, let me reflect inward and be like, what's going on? So what do you got for me there? How the fuck do I not become an anxious, attached lover over here?
I think that kind of starts with like self-love a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like knowing, having a high value of self. And, because I can be like that too. I can
Yeah.
be super. So like my bad things that I used to do a lot was just like, you know, I had really bad relationships, so I was stuck.
Yeah.
I was stuck in those thought patterns, those old thought patterns with my new relationships, and
Yeah.
it was affecting them negatively.
Right.
So I had to peep that. And now when I do catch myself thinking those things, I'm like, knock it off. You know what I'm saying?
Knock it off. No, I
have to
feel
like
you.
legit be like, dude, stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
she's not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
She's, you know, she's not her. She's she
She,
or whatever. You know,
No, I
so-
feel that 100% because, you know, I think if you become conditioned in a relationship, it's hard to break that once you move on to the next. And if you're not able to realize those cycles that you go through personally, you are going to bring all that turmoil into the next relationship. And I think that's why people end up sabotaging their
Self-sabotage.
their relationships. Yeah, I mean, essentially that's self-sabotage if you're ruining, you know, something good that you have.
Right.
But I feel you on that. When I catch myself just like doubting, you know, I recently had a conversation with someone and it was just like coming back to a mantra that would work. And it was, I'm enough. And that was, to me, that was surprising because it's like, I never in my head am I like, you're not good enough or you're not enough. But it's more so like I should be doing more or I could do more, you know? And essentially that's saying you're not doing enough.
Right.
And so that's something that's been helping me when I've been kind of like in a spiral of like whatever it
I think
may
it can
be.
also be like having to heal yourself, you know, because like what I hate about like self work or whatever is that there's like no shortcuts. You kind of,
Oh my God, no.
You gotta do it like you gotta like sit and think about shit, and I'm always trying to distract myself through whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll have my laptop with something playing on the TV with my phone, you know, and I'm like just all over the place. And I'm like still half paying attention to what's going on, but
that's the thing too. I think we touched on this last time, like when you are on a roll with like the self-care, whatever that may be for you. But as soon as you feel good, you kind of drop the ball and are like, oh, I'm okay, you know? But that's why you have to stay consistent with that shit. It is. You can try to distract yourself, but ultimately, if you don't put in the work, bro, then...
Straight up.
And that bleeds into the relationships. But when you love someone, you're patient enough to work with them and to know what what it is they may be going through at that time, you know? So that's love. Knowing that someone's going through it. And just
there's also
being
like
patient.
a sense of, for me, I'm not going to let you play me, but there's also a side of like, you're kind of being petty with bringing this up when it's like, it's really not that big of a deal.
Bringing what up? Like your flaw or?
Just like, I think one of my problems is I'll start some shit. Just because like, I think that kind of goes into the self-sabotage a little bit where it's just like, I'll start a fight.
Yeah.
Even if I like don't mean to. So like I've been better with that where I'm just like, just shut up, you know?
Shut up. Just shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
But I don't know. I think my love language is, the way I express it is through gifts and physical touch. I like to receive physical touch and words of affirmation.
Yes.
And the way I reciprocate the love I get depends. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what kind of love am I getting? And, you know, it's wild because, you know, everyone's different.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think there's like different ways to express, let's see, not your love languages, but your love style.
Yeah. So what kind of lover are you?
Here. So this is the list that we've created. A passionate lover, obsessive mania, game playing, practical love. So basically the opposite of playing games. Platonic and selfless.
Yeah.
I would say passionate, low-key obsessive mania. Like I love being obsessed with my lover.
Right.
You know, to a healthy extent where it's like, I want to spend time with them. I want to share everything with them.
Right.
And I want that to be reciprocated as well. You know, that's very important to me. Selfless, not so much, just because I think it's very important to make sure that you're constantly taking care of yourself, checking in with you.
Totally.
So, a little bit, but...
You can be a little selfless.
Yeah, there's like sacrifices you're going to make, but...
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm definitely passionate. I think I looked into all those, and I think passionate's the one for me. Mm-hmm. You know, not perfect or anything, but I'll be passionate, bruh.
Yeah.
So I like that, bringing that heat or whatever.
Yeah.
To my relationship.
What is your sign?
My sign's Aries, and well, I'm a cusper.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm an Aries and a Pisces.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I'm more Aries.
I know that Aries are a little fiery. At least that's your element. So a lot of passion there.
I got these hot balls.
And then whoever you would match best with, your sign.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see that right now. Okay, so
right, I only know as much about my sign than anything else.
The signs I've dated are Virgo, Aquarius, and Scorpio, and those were all serious relationships of at least over 2 years.
Yeah.
Most over one over 2 years, the other one's over 7 years each.
Oh shit.
So
yeah.
Yeah, but I'd say me and the Aquarius were not too friendly there. You know, there's the whole time was like turmoil.
I think that's hard because.
But she was bad though.
Element wise,
she was bad.
Who wasn't an Aquarius? I'm sure she was. I fucking love Aquarius. Like me and Aquarius. So I'm a Gemini, and I vibe with Aquarius. Like
sure you fucking do.
Most of my best friends are Aquarius.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
And according to the books, my most compatible sign is an Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. But anyways, in regards to you and your situationship, Aries and Aquarius, that's fire and that's air. So you really do have to make sure like both of you are like checking each other and stuff, because I feel like that can overflow too.
There was no
chaos, like that. You said.
It was definitely a relationship, but god damn. I don't do like situationships myself because I'm just like, I've just always been in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've always been in one of those, so, you know, yeah.
I'd say the same. I definitely prefer that. But I am in a serious relationship right now.
With yourself.
With myself.
That's a very important relationship. You gotta have.
That's the vibe we on.
The relationship with myself has gotten a lot better as I've grown older, and just like this last year, I've really tried hard to. I think trying your hardest and shit at what you really want to do helps a lot, and achieving even little things. Yeah. Even small things on the daily, like, oh, I made my fucking bed and shit. You know,
literally.
That shit can like, because like when you come home and your house is clean and it's like smells good and shit, it's like, yo,
you're like, thank you, this is very nice.
It's not like, oh man, I gotta do dishes and shit or whatever, you know.
But, I feel that 100%. But yeah, I think working towards your passion or your goals and whatnot ultimately will lead you. You know, when you stop focusing on like, this is what I want, or I want a relationship or whatever it may be, it always comes. Like, it's true. It's so movie-like. It always comes when you're not looking for it. And I think that's the best, you know, is when it's that unexpected, when you're like, oh, like, cool, I can now entertain this because, you know, I've done so much work on myself or whatever it may be, or on my career and whatnot. So totally. Now if you can find a partner and do those things together, fucking great.
Oh, man. Yeah, that would be tight. All right, let's talk about some flags. Some flags.
Let's talk about the green flags first.
All right, I want to
ease into this.
Sure.
Yes.
So, what would you say are some green flags for you?
Okay, so first of all, yes, knowing that the person I'm talking to, whoever I'm with, whatever it may be, knowing that they are invested like in their well-being. That means a lot to me. So green flag, check. Yeah. Also, you gotta have a fucking job. You gotta have a fucking car. I hope you have your own fucking place. Yes. You know, if you're working on it and not working on having a car and working on having a job, those two you have to have. But in regards to like your house, your home, whatever it may be, I understand. Sure. That's where I'm at right now. You know, but so those are all green flags. Red flag for me. I'm working on it.
No, I get it too. Yeah.
let's see, a good relationship with your family. That's a big one for me as well, because I'm very family oriented.
Got no fucking family, bro.
Stop being a
Red
fucking
flag.
bummer. No.
Right? Yo, for real though. Yo, for real. That's one
We're
thing.
your fam.
Yeah,
I got you.
for sure. That's one thing I did. I feel like for a minute, because like, blah blah. My parents died when I was young. I feel like that was like a big part of my personality, and I've kind of had to like, bro, everyone's parents fucking dies.
No, but that's a huge thing, you know,
Yeah,
and it's
that's
that's gonna be that's gonna be like one of those instances in your life that it does. You're gonna identify with that for so long, you know. It's always gonna be something.
I went to counseling, and this bitch was like, "Why do you care?" I know I was like about to cry. Because it had been like a minute. It had been like 10 years or something.
Like, why do you care about it? She was probing you. She wanted
like,
to get some shit out.
Fucking out of here.
Yeah. But that would be a green flag. And also like having friends.
Right.
I think that's important too. Seeing how someone interacts with other people, like with their people, with yours, you know.
Green flag for me is when they have your back without you asking. They can keep it real with you.
Yeah.
That might hurt your feelings, but not in a mean way, in a real way.
But just like, hey, I'm gonna help you out real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just
agree.
like, yo, whoever, not good.
Yeah.
They're not good for you, and here's why. And, you know, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but they fucking suck, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever. Shit like that is huge to me. And let's see here.
That's very true. I know. Now you're making me think of like a whole nother list of green flags too, you know, just knowing that they're 100% like right for you. Like, and exactly that. I don't need someone to lie to me, you know, about, you're doing great, when it's like, no, you're fucking up. And it's those tough conversations that you have to have, and you want someone to be real.
Having tough conversations is, I think, a kind of a cornerstone of a good relationship that's like can grow into like a really good one. But it's just like having them it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh yeah, for
like,
sure. Because I mean, thinking about it coming from like, if you're that person that's gonna be like, yo, we're gonna chat real quick, and it's not easy to have to tell someone you love, like, hey, whatever.
You suck right now.
Yeah, you're fucking up right now, basically. Yeah. But as hard as it is, like, I would definitely want someone to tell me than not. So yeah, definitely green flag.
Right. You ready?
For the red flags, hold on. Let's see. Yeah. I feel like it's all the opposite of my green flags.
Yeah, I don't like brokies. Let's just
Scrubs, brokies.
let's just say if shit don't work out, I'm like going sugar mama type shit or something. I'm not doing another. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I need someone to help in that aspect that has drive, goals, ambition, and that takes action to execute these things, not just head in the clouds. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, that type shit.
Yeah, I feel that.
Don't like controlling motherfuckers.
No, yeah, that's a huge red flag for me. As soon as I feel like someone's trying to have control over what it is that I do, I mean, I've had motherfuckers that tell me how to dress, like, why are you dressing like that, or what's up? Like, that's not okay at all.
I remember my baby mama had she was going to work, and she had the shortest shorts on I've ever seen, and I'm like, all right, I was not gonna front, I was a little upset, and I was like, all right, that's how you going. And that's all I said. That's how you going?
I mean, I think there's a line between obviously like respect.
Well,
she
didn't know. She said she came back. She's like, I didn't know that these were this short. Like, I'm like, bitch, your ass. Like,
she's
I'm
like,
cool.
actually, after today, I don't think I'm gonna wear that.
I like the fucking look and all that. You know what I'm saying? But damn, you're going away from me. You're gonna go over there and fucking work. Where are you working at? You know what I mean? Yeah. It was but yeah, I tried to not be like that. I try not to be you know, jealous and shit, and have that type of behavior.
Yeah. So this one's interesting for me because, look, I feel like I'm going from being low-key toxic to like, okay, now I'm over all of that bullshit. Yeah. Moving forward from the toxica to like, hi, wife me up. But
So Tox, Ricka.
No. So, but yeah, like there has to be, I want someone to express, like, I want to know that that person's, like, into me. So I don't want them to be, like, fucking jealous and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, well, show me that, like, there is shit that...
Yeah, see? That what you just said right there, that's a red flag. That's a motherfucker.
See, but...
Like, look,
yeah.
I don't like when you do it, but
okay,
why aren't you
but
doing
look, I think this plays into me having, like, that anxious, whatever the fuck this test told me, like that plays into my own insecurities right there.
Sure.
So
definitely.
see, this
Right.
is me recognizing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Red
See,
flag.
it's good to
Another
talk
one.
about it. But yeah. But it is red flag too if they're like overly.
So what's
I need to be able to have like friends of the opposite sex. Like that's a red flag too. If people are tripping on like who I'm hanging out with or whatnot, like please.
Right. What's love bombing? What does that mean? I've never heard that before.
So from my understanding of love bombing, someone literally expresses right away like, oh my gosh, like I love you, I want to be with you, talk about all the shit they want with you.
From
Maybe
jump.
like
Like day one type shit?
Yeah, just like love at first sight, but overplayed.
Okay.
And then just like maybe we'll like lavish you in gifts and blah blah blah, you know. But then shortly after, I don't know what the fucking turnaround time is, but as soon as like you're reeled in or whatever it may be, at that point they're just like cut you off.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I mean that's I don't know the exact definition. I'm gonna look that shit up.
I might have to try that out myself.
Here, let's look it up.
Like
because now I'm interested.
So you're cut.
You think you've had a love bombing experience?
Fuck no. Hell no.
I don't let these motherfuckers play me like that.
If anything, I'd probably love bomb.
You're like, I think I'm the love bomber.
I'd love bomb. I'm being the love bomber.
Okay, so this is what I'm getting. An attempt to influence another person with over-the-top displays of attention and affection. So yeah,
I
giving
stopped
them...
doing that shit wouldn't work for me anyway. I'm like, I wrote this for you. I'm like, it's so cool. There you go. They're like, yeah, cool, bud. You can stay over there.
Ooh, yeah. This is scary.
What's that?
Creating a false version of yourself. Saying I love you too quickly. Excessive compliments. Wanting to be with you 24/7. Putting pressure on you to make commitments.
Yeah.
Those are all red flags right there. So watch the fuck out for the love bombers.
Yeah. Okay, so what are some deal breakers for you? Do you have any deal breakers? Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah. Talk to me more. That's a green flag. Oh, that's a green light, buddy. That's good.
This pillow. Do I have deal breakers?
Yeah, what's your deal breakers?
I think a fucking no job scrub would be a deal breaker. Because these motherfuckers be walking up to you fine as fuck with some fresh ass kicks, and you think for a moment they're like, oh, okay, who's this? And then you find out like, oh no, this ain't my car. Oh no, this ain't my house. Like,
oh yeah, that ain't me. These aren't my shoes. That's true.
Yeah.
That is my car. It's.
There you go.
It's a, modest vehicle.
Yeah. I think also, just like forcing commitment on me too soon.
Marry me now.
No.
Why? I gave you all that stuff.
Okay, yeah, boom, right there. I'd be like, I gotta go. I'd be like, actually, that's a great idea. So I slowly back the fuck away.
Where are you going? No.
But
don't leave me.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
It's too much.
I'm not like that anymore.
We're moving up over here is what it is. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breaker is unaccountability and disrespect. If you
go.
can't be fucking accountable for the shit you do, you got to get the fuck out of here. Like, at least be like, yeah, I did that. And, even if like you ain't sorry, be like, yeah, I did that shit. What you want to do about it? You want to talk about it? That's fine.
Yeah.
But just like at least own up to the shit, and then we could go from there. If you want to get disrespectful after that, well, then we could talk about that too.
Yeah. The lack of disrespect too. It's crazy to think that I've been in relationships where people have no fucking respect for me. That's crazy. And usually you don't see that until you're out of the relationship. And that's when you're like, how did I ever? So I agree with that as well.
Yeah, I just can't. Like that's the main ones for me. All right, so we're gonna.
One more. Sorry.
You're good.
Oh, your hair.
Is it my hair?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You good? Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I want to know, what is your toxic trait? What would you say?
Fuck. My toxic trait? Damn.
He said, do I have a toxic
What
trait?
are toxic traits? And maybe I could pick one. Pick the
let's
one I think is
see.
best.
I would think, like, for me, like what I explained earlier, like, oh, like, let me try, not me try to make someone jealous, but like wanting like your partner or your lover to be like a little jealous, so you know that they want you. Maybe jealousy, maybe being like controlling.
I probably can be controlling with
What you said earlier, wanting to start a fight sometimes.
Right, that could be it. But also, I can be, even though I'm not specifically trying to control you, like specifically, there might be roundabout ways that I don't even know I'm doing.
Oh, but you do know.
But I do, you know.
That's
like,
toxic.
Like I think that. But you know, I try to chill on that shit. But yeah, something like that would probably be my toxic trait. It was like, a word. Well, then I ain't buying you dinner, bitch.
Well, that's like gaslighting.
Okay, sure.
That is.
Oh, that was the word of the year last year. She's like, you're gaslighting me. I'm like, I don't think that's gaslighting.
No, it's literally what you just explained. It'd be like that. At least now you're aware. Now you know.
Nah, I wasn't. We're gaslighters. You seen that shit? We're gaslighters. Of course we're gonna fucking. We didn't fight last night. That wasn't a fight. What are you fucking kidding me? You're crazy.
Yeah. You're like, no, I wasn't doing that. So.
Good times.
Yeah.
Okay? We know your toxic trait. There's so many.
I don't know where to start. No.
No.
I think projecting my insecurities on somebody is probably a toxic trait of mine.
Right.
And never being punctual. There's another one. Let's go. I've had motherfuckers like come to pick me up, and then they leave because they're like, "Are you like I'm leaving? You're taking way too long." And I'm like, I'm over here thinking, this was some time ago, but I'm over here like, okay, like I'll be right there. I'll be right there. I have no concept of time. I'm gonna tell the truth right now. That's a toxic trait all around. Right. Okay, but we are working on this. We are aware.
We are you and yourselves.
So I would say those two things.
Right.
You know, who knows? Maybe we should call up my exes and ask them what my toxic traits are.
Shit, they might be gaslighting.
Deny them all.
They might be gaslighting.
Exactly.
All right, let's go with let's do this. Single versus dating versus situationships. Bum bum bum. You want to talk about it?
Cut off your situationships right now. Is all I gotta say.
Shit.
If you're in a situationship, that shit ain't going nowhere.
Oh, someone is having it. No, I'm just playing.
But yeah.
Okay, so what are the benefits of being single versus dating?
I think just getting the time with yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I think more people than not do not realize, like, how precious it is when you really get to know yourself and create the person that you want to be. And it doesn't happen because you're living someone else's life, you know?
Yeah.
If you're not able to make that separation there. Right. So I think that's one of the positive things, you know, of being single and just doing whatever the fuck you want, not having to answer to anyone.
Having the whole bed to yourself is fire.
Exactly.
For sure. Not having to fucking spend $80 at the fucking drive-thru real quick. Not having to fucking
I thought you were going to be like, on a nice ass dinner, he said the fucking drive-thru.
Yeah, not having to fucking...
McDonald's is expensive nowadays.
This person wants 15 different fucking sauces. You got to repeat that shit because they're fucking socially anxious.
Can I get a double cheeseburger, make that times 3 because I need that for me and my girls. 3 large fries, thank you.
And then they want all these substitutions. Like, bitch, they were in the science lab making this fucking burger for you and you want to change it. Like, just take the fucking goddamn...
we want it our way.
Scientists made this specifically to be addictive for you, so just take it. Don't change stuff.
To be addictive, literally.
Like, yeah, can I get filet fish, no fish, add a burger with some chicken, lettuce, tomato, no onions. But these other onions, though. Yeah, I want that. Like, bro.
Fish on the side, please.
Yeah. You know.
What was the question? What was the question?
Benefits
now
of
I'm thinking about McDonald's.
Benefits of single versus dating.
Yeah, and then I think just you spend more time when you're with your friends when you're single, for sure.
Oh, God, friends, man.
I mean, that's how it's been for me anyway,
Yeah.
and like I miss that. You know, it's nice.
My friends are me, and well, Albie's my friend for sure, of course. He's my brother.
There you go.
Hey, look here. Never mind. I was gonna say, look here, brother.
What's up, fam?
What's up, fam? I hate the "What's up, fam." It's like you talk to
up,
this
fam?
fool twice. What's up, fam? Oh, jeez.
I walk into my house and say "What's up, fam," but my
that's
family's actually there.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh,
But being in a
God.
relationship on the other side, like you always have a fucking partner in crime, and that's
We do be hitting licks at the Walmart on occasion, for sure. But like, hey, there's this one time I ain't trying to put nobody on blast, but like we got like a mattress there at Walmart, and she just like walked out with it.
Oh, hell
And I was
no.
like-
That's why the motherfuckers at the door really need to be people who could go chase after you.
She just walked out with it, and I was like, I didn't scan that. She's like, what? You just like walk out with it? I'm like, hell yeah. I was like, okay, she's showing some initiative. You know what I'm saying? Don't even pay that $400 or whatever the fuck it was.
Hell no.
I was like, okay, girl, you go ahead. And I'm like, get it in there. We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Shout out to Walmart.
So,
Okay, let me ask you this: what's a good date?
take me to fucking dinner. That sounds beautiful. Nice little stroll afterwards, because you know I'm gonna get an appetizer, fucking meal, and dessert. But I like being able to like talk to the person I'm on a date with, you know. So like, don't take me to the movies for a first date. Like, if we're talking first date,
throughout
you know.
the whole movie.
I mean, I'm not going to go disrespect the other people who paid to see a movie and
I
be
would.
chatting the whole time. And if my date was talking to me, I'd be like,
Shut the fuck up.
yeah.
No, I think a movie's a bad first date for sure.
Yeah.
Unless you know. So also,
Unless you're 16.
right. What else you got to do?
But yeah, I think that's like anything I can do that's like interactive, you know, like fucking bowling.
Like fucking.
I like ice skating.
Ice skating, really?
Yeah.
I've never ice skated.
I haven't gone in a while, but I do know how to ice
double
skate.
cross or what?
Huh?
You do that triple
I'm
axel?
like twirling and shit.
twirling,
I should have
yeah.
been in the Olympics, but you know,
Tripping.
here we are.
Here we are.
Wasn't meant to be.
Wasn't meant to be.
But yeah, I just like to be able to get to know that person, you know?
Yeah.
So even like going to an event together or whatnot, a concert, a show. I mean, I much rather go to a concert than like a movie. I think that's different.
It is different.
You know,
yeah, for
especially if you guys both like the artist, then it's perfect. So that'd be ideal.
I think that's cool. Good first dates for me is just hanging out in the car and, you know,
Taking them up to the view. You can chat all night long.
yeah, she can chat, you know what I'm saying? She can chatterbox, bro.
You don't got no hose. You the hoe over here. That's what it is.
No, I ain't got no hose. I ain't never had no hose. What's a good first date? I don't know. Like, just like you said, getting to know a person more, see how you vibe,
Yeah.
see where you connect at. That said, do you fuck on the first date?
No, that's something that I do not do.
Really?
Just because, like, I know motherfucker wants to chase, you know, and you give that up. And depending on what your intention is, it's like, okay, are you just looking for a fuck, or or do you want to actually see where this is going with the person?
How long
you know
do you
what
make
I mean?
them wait?
The longest I've made someone wait was like 8 months. Yeah. There were.
Disrespectful. Just disrespectful.
Yeah. It turned into a long-term relationship.
Sure,
And it was a
fucking
great
did. He didn't
relationship.
get no pussy for 8 months.
Shut the fuck. You're like, that is a long-term
I'm sure he
relationship.
was like, this is great. Oh man, we waited so long. This is amazing. It's probably the best ass you ever had.
But second date, let's go. No.
Now that we're grown, second date is fine.
Now that we're
Felt you
grown
out a
as
little
fuck.
bit.
But no, I think it just depends, like, on the connection with the person. Like,
What about oral?
I have to be vibing.
Are you
know?
oral on the first date?
No, fuck no.
No sex
I don't want
whatsoever.
none of that shit around me. Like literally.
I ain't taking you on no dates.
Unless I'm trying to go out there and fuck, like, then we don't even have to go on a date. But I like to be wined and dined. Like, let's go. I mean, every
for
female
8 fucking
does.
Months. I'm fucking with you. That's cool though. That's
do
cool.
you fuck on the first date?
Oh, of course. Come on. What do you mean? Yeah.
You did say you like taking them to the view, so.
Yeah, I take them to the view, all right.
But I feel like there's such a double standard too.
Sure,
like it's double standard that will fucking never go away and whatnot.
I think it's
if you're
good
a female,
to
you fuck on the first date, you're a fucking hoe.
Well,
and then,
it's good to fuck sooner than later, in my opinion. Because if you guys ain't fucking good, then that might not be a good.
I don't agree because I feel like I want to like know the person I'm going to be intimate with. You know, you're mixing auras at that point, like. Yeah. Their energy is gonna be stuck on you. Like I don't want no fucking bullshit energy on me.
I'm not saying like today or tomorrow. I'm just saying like, but on a fucking 8 months.
Find the right person.
That's cool though.
Might be surprised.
Cool. No shade. I'll fuck with you. I respect that. You're like.
I think honestly, I would say just like always wait. If anyone's wondering whether or not should I fuck him or should I not, do not fuck this motherfucker because they gonna drop you. And I've experienced that, you know what I mean? So I've made people wait and I haven't. Yeah. And it's always better when you wait. I think for yourself and ultimately if that person's worth it, you're going to know. Like that's how you'll know too. So, yeah.
I like that. That's great. That's a great answer. Let's see here. Let's see. Are you a romantic person?
Dude, I'm a fucking hopeless romantic. Hell yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I love the romance. Like the romance for me, it can never die or else I'm out.
My romantic side has died from... It was just like, bitches always make me feel stupid or something, They would legit make me feel like I like took this bitch out. My first baby mama, I took her out to like this little view, had like some poetry written for her, showed it to her. She's all, yeah, cool, bro.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. And
what was the poem along the lines of?
I don't fucking know. So I'm like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. But
roses are red, violets are blue.
It was probably sick as fuck, actually. But she wasn't a believer. She was like a user, whatever. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. The point is, she killed that shit for me. Yeah. So now it's like, as much as I want to, it would take like some kind of rekindling of that emotion for me or something to make me want to do that enough to do something like that to where when I wouldn't let a bitch make me feel stupid.
So for you, romance is dead?
It's not dead, but, it's like, I just don't even, it's like, I have like maybe it's like just a fear or something of just like, I don't even want to try because you're going to fucking hate it or you're going to think I'm a simp or whatever the
So it's because of the rejection you experience, which is why you're like, I'm not going to try that again,
Well, it was several.
Yeah.
It was over the course.
You're just a little jaded.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, if y'all don't like that shit, then what the fuck, dude? I will write these dope ass poems for myself.
There you go. And look at you now.
So I guess in a way, how's the past shaped your current relationships? For me, like it's moments like that have shaped my current relationships where I do kind of, I'm just like kind of a dick in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, because it changes you.
Yeah.
I think that there's been, I've definitely gone through relationships that I feel like, like it's whatever.
Right.
And then other ones where I feel like it's like that significantly changed my outlook on things. And it was rough, but getting through it, like I said, we're learning. If there's no takeaway from it, like there's always going to be a takeaway,
Yeah.
Parting from someone who you've been so close to and have spent so much time with, if you're walking away from that and you're doesn't faze you, I don't think you were invested then, Yeah. So, with that being said, yeah, I think every relationship has definitely helped pave where I'm at now,
Sure. I feel like I've gotten such like a thick skin where it's like, I don't think it's like it's almost like you don't cry at some point. You just like kind of accept. Mm-hmm. And it might make you sad. You might cry on occasion when that fucking No Doubt song comes on or whatever. or Smooth.
Oh, yeah. You told me about that one. Yeah.
Right? I changed my life.
Yeah.
I would. I'd do it. Apparently you fucking wouldn't. But
no, a hopeless romantic. I'm a crybaby over here, and I'm okay with it. So that's just who I am.
What's your ideal partner look like?
Here, let me bring out my manifest list. No, actually,
manifest.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see. Tall, dark, and handsome. I feel like everything we've already mentioned in regards to the green flags, I really want someone who's confident with the person that they are, knowing that they've put in the same work that I have or more in regards to just being like a good fucking human. So that's what I'm really looking for, someone with goals, someone with aspirations, and someone who doesn't want to settle as well, because I don't want to just be with someone because we're like, oh, we're fucking, Oh,
we're fucking.
No. because we are, we're 30 and we want to get married already or whatever it may be. I don't think it's got to flow. I need to have someone who I can just like bond with and it's like effortless, Yeah. So
that's cool. Compatibility is a big thing, right?
Yeah.
I think compatibility is big.
But I think I'm also at a point right now where it's like I'm not so worried about like who I'm going to be with or who I'm with, Like I said, I think that the most important thing for me right now is making sure like I'm straight because I need to bring those things to the table that I expect for someone else as well. Right. So I think that's my main concern.
Would you say marriage or having a child with someone is more serious?
What do you mean? Which one's more serious than the other?
Yeah.
Probably having a kid with someone.
Yeah, I think definitely having a child.
I think that bonds you in a way that you don't understand until you're in that situation.
Definitely.
And with marriage, I think I don't really give a fuck about the paperwork. Like, I want to have a wedding, I want to have a celebration of my love and commitment with someone. Right. All that other bullshit I don't really care for. But and then in regards to children, yeah.
I think having a child is definitely more serious. You can't just divorce your kid. I mean, I guess you could technically, but
yeah, because like no matter what, you're with that person or you're not, you're still going to be dealing with them.
Right.
So that's.
I mean, if you're not a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You can. Like that is.
We're
an
looking
option.
for good humans over here.
We can just like buy like there are motherfuckers that's like my baby mama's baby daddy. He lived in the same fucking town. We hardly saw him. Yeah. He's always like promising us to give us some bread or whatever, and he'd be like, yeah, pull up. Oh, I forgot that. And it's like, bro, we took hella long to get here and you're bullshitting again. Yeah. He's dead now, so good riddance.
Damn.
But he sucked.
Damn, this man has no love over here.
I got no love, homie. Yeah. Not for him. He fucking sucked. Anyways, what about infidelity? You creeping? You creeping?
Am I creeping? I stay creeping, motherfucker. No. No, I think it's the worst ever. It ruins everything. Have I? Yes. Right. Do I recommend it? No.
Right. I think it just goes back to like if you're gonna do that, then you shouldn't.
You shouldn't be in a relationship.
Shouldn't be in a relationship.
Yeah.
I understand why. Because dudes are fucking dumb, and they're like, "Well, I'm passing this up." You know what I mean? Like if they're limited on their like pussy access or whatever, then they're gonna try to get as much as they can, even if it may not be in the best situation. Yeah. So you got to kind of check yourself and like be like, bro, you could get that at home. But dudes are fucking stupid.
But yeah, it's just like don't put yourself in a situation where it's like you're going to don't be in a relationship if that's not what you want to do. Right.
Would you take the opportunity to interview your partner's exes or ex?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, for sure.
What would you ask
So I've thought about this, okay?
Yeah.
And like the first thing I thought of was like, what if somebody called me to ask about my ex? Yeah. Well, I'm very cool with my ex, so and he's a great person. So he would get like a fucking grade A review, Okay. I don't know how mine would be. That's interesting. But yeah, for sure. I mean, I would just be like, so what's up? What happened? Let's go. Let's start from the beginning. You know, if I was interviewing my currents, whoever I was dating, definitely give me access.
Like, so she said this. What the fuck?
Give me access to your ex.
She's lying.
I just want to know what happened. Like, why did you guys break up? I need to know what his fucking toxic trait is, you know, because nobody's just going to straight up tell you that. And I don't want to, if it's that bad, I don't want to see it, you know? So just let me know.
Right.
What about you?
I don't know if I'd care that much to like do all that, but I don't think it's a bad idea.
But you're like, the truth is you're not going to get that opportunity. So I feel like that's why it sounds so entertaining of just like, yes, I would love to.
I know some people that I feel like do have that opportunity.
Really?
Like, I feel like...
I guess if you're dating, like, your friend's fucking boyfriend.
You're, like, in your friend group, kind of. There's, like...
A homie hopper. A homie hopper for sure has
like,
access.
big friend groups out there, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Some people have fucking lots of friends. Not that I would know. No.
And but, being in a small town and whatnot, that's true. But I feel like then you would kind of already know that person or know about them.
I mean, I think it'd be... I guess I'd try it out. Yeah.
I would for sure.
Are you thankful for your ex?
Am I what?
Are you thankful for your exes?
Oh yeah, let's go. Ariana up in this bitch. Thank you next. Like for sure. Shit. I think that, like I mentioned earlier, if you're not learning from your experiences, then it's a loss. You know what I mean? But yeah, at this point, all of the relationships I've been in, damn, some of them were real shitty. I'm like, there was still a takeaway. Now I know I'm not going to fuck with that ever again. Right. You know? So
I think that's
not like thankful for them, because some I literally am like, nope, dead to me type shit. Damn. But for what I learned, yes, you know.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm grateful for just learning what I will and won't deal with, or, you know. Yeah. Maybe I learned, like, I always try to have a positive spin on shit where it's like, that was a really shitty relationship, but what did I learn? Mm-hmm. Not be like, it's a complete waste of time and mope around about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's you can't. I think depending on how a relationship ends, it's like going through the stages of grieving, you know? Sure. When there's a complete, like, cutoff and you no longer speak to that person. Right. And if there wasn't closure, like, if it wasn't a mutual... we both agree this is no longer good for us. Right. That can be very damaging, I think. And just and having to create the closure for yourself. Yeah. So have you ever had like a relationship where you're breaking up, making up all the time? Yeah. So would you say like, but there's a certain point where you get to you're done? Oh yeah, for sure. My thing is that when I'm done, like I'm done. Yeah. So I will like take a lot of shit, and that's something I think that I've learned from a lot too. Like just knowing like, am I gonna really do this? Am I gonna go through the cycles and whatnot, you know? Right. But yeah, I think that's something, it's like I will try and like, I don't think people understand that when I'm fucking over it, like there's, you know, slim chance that I'm going back to any of that bullshit. Yeah. My baby mom used to always be like, her body shuts down, and like as much as she may want to re-engage, she can't. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like I definitely get to that as well. Yeah. I think that's with like the whole connection with somebody. Like if you disrespect me and there's boundaries that are crossed, like I no longer want to be intimate with you. Like I don't want to share any time with you. Like, you know, at that point it's over. Right. So, and if you're in a situation like that where you're trying to figure out like, how can I rebuild this or blah, blah, you need to think about like what boundaries were crossed. Nice. And if there's respect or not there anymore. Cause right. All right. We gonna wrap this up, but I got 10 questions. V-Day edition. 10 questions V-Day. Okay. Yeah. Did you see this? No. Sick. We could both answer these. Okay. So who was your first crush? Oh, my first crush was like my regular person. Yeah, was my best friend's brother. Nice. And that was rough because everybody thought this motherfucker was hot. Yeah. And so I didn't want to be like everybody else, you know, especially because she was my best friend. But yep, that's who it was. I think my first crush was this girl named Whitney in kindergarten. Whitney. think that was it, or like Carly, maybe. And I remember like being in first grade.
Yeah.
I was like, I just remember this for some reason, but her mom pulled up.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, talking about homie, I'm like, yo, Carly's mom looks sexy. And I said it like that, and he's like, he started dying. He's like, hey, bro, you hear what Josh says? He's like, Carly's mom looks sexy. And I was like, oh no, she's gonna know she's sexy.
That's so funny. Now I'm thinking about like my first grade crush. Yeah. You know who you are. I still talk to that motherfucker today. He's like a good friend of mine. So that's funny.
Nice. Who's your first celebrity crush?
First celeb crush. Oh my gosh. Probably Hayden Christensen, Anakin from Star Wars.
No way. Maybe you are Star Wars head after
obsessed, dude. Yeah,
Really?
that's why I love Star Wars.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Star Wars?
Probably the third one. Like
Episode
going in
3?
order. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because he's in it.
The
whole time.
That's definitely one of the best ones. Who was my first celebrity crush?
Taking me back. I
mean,
used that poster of this motherfucker in my room.
I remember I definitely loved J-Lo a lot.
Oh, hell yeah.
I feel like I'll just go with J-Lo for now.
There you go.
J-Lo's pretty
That's
fire.
a good one. She still fucking is, too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's your dream date?
Ooh, dream date. I want to go on like a hot air balloon. Think that would be so dope.
Like a real one flying through the air?
Yeah, going through the air. Yeah. Or like take me.
Literally a dream date.
Yeah. I want to be up in the clouds. Like that'd be so cool.
Yeah. Literally. Temperature rise. Pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
What's my dream date? I don't know. My dream date would be if a girl busted out some poetry for me.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
Girls like hit some rhymes like me or something. And the motherfucker pow, pow, pow.
She's like, let me show you.
Doja Cat's like, hey, got you.
His dream date is Doja. Doja, if you're listening, hit him up.
I mean, I'm trying to get a bag with Doja. That's all. I ain't trying to get up in her pants or nothing. I mean, I will, but we already asked that one. If you don't, what's your favorite position?
Probably doggy or on top.
Nice.
Not probably, for sure.
I think I like lazy doggy myself.
Lazy doggy? Yeah. What the fuck
laying down like all the way.
Oh, okay.
That's probably my favorite. You just like, yeah. Anyways, what's your favorite love song?
I have so many, dude.
What's your favorite love song of the day today?
Right now, it is definitely Doja.
Which one?
Agora Hills.
Nice.
I mean, and I was late to that because I didn't listen to that album because the bitch sold her soul like they all do, but very like open about it, and I was just not with it. So I listened to Scarlet. That's the album, right?
Yes.
And every fucking song, dude, I'm like, banger, banger, banger. But then I'm like, well, she sold her soul, so that's why. But let's see.
I personally like Can't Wait. That's my
that's
favorite song right now as far as love songs. I like Can't Wait. That's off that same album.
Yeah. So like the album it's on repeat.
Yeah. I was listening to it on the way here. Before I turn on Nipsey to get in the zone.
Wait, what is your favorite love song?
Of all time?
That was too hard. I thought about this. Yeah. Like I've been thinking about this one and I cannot like my whole playlist of my love songs like
favorite love song? What's Love?
What's Love?
Big Wig LTD, Treasy Citywide, produced by Maddie B, Idle Hands. That's my favorite love song.
There you go.
Recorded at Abbey West. Let me see here. What's your favorite romance movie? Do you have one?
Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, that's rough.
For me, it's The Notebook. I think that's
I love The Notebook.
It's a really good love story.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
I just love rom-coms in general. Yeah. Like, I'm a sucker, bro.
Right.
Throwing on, I'm down. Probably The Wedding Singer. That one's been like near and dear lately. I've been wanting to watch it, but it's been popping in my head a lot. I love The Notebook as well, and Rachel McAdams is fire.
That one song he does where he's like,
I want to die.
Yeah, and then he's like, I can help you die. Yeah. Do you believe in love at first sight?
I do believe at love at first sight.
Yeah, you believe at it, huh?
Fuck you. I do believe in love at first sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Now,
Yeah,
so as
it's
soon as you see
interesting.
someone, you're like, oh, I love this motherfucker. I'm gonna go say what's up.
I don't. Yeah, I feel like it's a vibe. Like it's
Yeah.
just like a aura. Like it's a gravitation. You know. I don't know
That's
that it's
interesting.
like the sight. It's just like, to me, the way that I imagine it is just like fucking fireworks.
So in my memory bank, if you would,
Mm-hmm.
I do still remember the first time I saw my baby mama, and
Mm-hmm.
it was like low key like a movie. She was hella like standing there. I can still see it on my head clear as day, but there's like all these added effects or whatever because it's
Yeah.
like, and like Dreamweaver is playing,
Yeah,
and it's like Dreamweaver, and she's just standing there looking cute as fuck.
that's so beautiful.
Yeah, so I feel you on
Yeah.
that. You know, it wasn't the first time I saw her, but it was the first time I saw her. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah, yeah, and I think that's a good point too. Like it may not be like the first time you're actually meeting someone or seeing them, but at some point when it does click for you,
Right.
does that count? And then the way you put
don't know.
it, the way you put it does.
Well, she said we met and shit hella times, but I'm like, I don't remember.
But I feel you on like when you saw her.
She was definitely a different person that day. No, I don't know. But there's levels. And then lastly, do you have any advice to someone looking for love?
Stop looking for love, and it'll come
up.
your way. Like, you know, you keep chasing. That goes, I think, for anything in your life. Stop chasing it, and it'll come to you. Because when the moment's right, it'll happen for you. Everything in divine timing, baby.
Yeah, I think same. It's like especially with love, you kind of don't want to focus on like where are they, like looking for like going through hella motherfuckers or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kinda
because
like,
exactly, I feel like that makes you like potentially like settle or do things
Right.
that you wouldn't do normally because of the desperation for it.
right.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I think that's pretty good. You know what I mean? What you think,
What's
Albie?
love?
What's love?
Perfect.
Hey, what's
Albie
love?
said, "Yeah, tell us what love is."
Big booty bitch.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shouts to Albie. Thanks for coming through, Hot Fox. Appreciate you. as
Much
always.
love.
Yeah.
Happy
Till
Valentine's
next
Day.
time, what's love?
Hold it. Please. Uno
Please
momento,
hold.
por favor. Look at her. Yeah, right. Let me turn your head a little. Right there.
Don't look at her then. Look at the cords.
One more. Two more.
Okay, hold on. Should I be